You will have your seats because I said we had special prayer. We commit this gathering to God, and we pray that He guides us through, especially on this day when we are meeting with the standard of Uganda's future. The standard of Uganda's future. What you are is what Uganda will be like. So if you go stand for the voiceless, you know that Uganda will not have voiceless people because you're the standard of the future. And we are very, very humbled that we are with you here, though not in very interesting times, not in merry-making times, but in times when your plight has been forgotten. Times when the environment that anybody is supposed to enjoy while getting into the academia is not what you are enjoying. You are stifled to achieve whatever took you there, and it is for that reason that the National Unity Platform, being a party of young people, a party of the promise of the new Uganda, a party with inclusivity, we found it imperative that we give you a platform, because we have seen the nasty ongoings everywhere. So what is happening in Chambogo and all your other sister and brother students. So we do stand with you, and that's the purpose that we are here. Mr. President, sir, this gathering is here to understand the plight of our government students in all, both government and tertiary institutions that have been forgotten by those that are responsible to cater for their welfare. They are in very deplorable states, and we want to thank you and your leadership and the party for giving them that platform. We thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, because we are bogged by time, we will have very few speakers, but I want to take special recognition of the leaders present. The one in charge of the young people, the Honorable Zake Francis Muteji, is with us. You're most welcome. We do have Benjamin Katana, the party treasurer, is with us, and the former guild president. We are with the secretary general of the party, a former leader of the student union, guild speaker, Makerere University. You're most welcome. I want to welcome Musiri, the one in charge of students. People power! Power, power! People power! He's the head of institutions here. I want to also introduce the former guild president, Dr. Nambasa. You're most welcome. People power! Power! Zake was also guild president. Yes, Zake was also guild president. So, without wasting any more time, allow me to invite Peter Banks. Peter Banks, is he here? Yes, Peter Banks, please come and give us an opening of whatever is happening there, and then we will invite Ainembawa Zidori, the Minister of Government Students, to also put us in the loop.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, protocol observed, I'd like to thank God for this opportunity He has granted to me to stand in front of great men and women of valor, valiant Concogomen, the Concogamas, the great intelligence here of the high institute, Makerere University. Mr. President, sir, me standing here is not because of my love, but the hunger I have as a person. As a student of Makerere University, we are not happy with what is happening in Makerere University. We government students, we take the translate nights reading books in high schools, coming to university expecting much, but you have received less than you expected. Mr. President, sir, I'd like to thank you for hearing our cry. We, the hungry students of Makerere University, for what you have done. It's a great work with what you have granted to us. I'd like to take you through what you are supposed to receive as we government students. As the freshers. Those are people who have just joined campus. The young ones, they are supposed to receive 799,900 shillings. But then, people who are sleeping inside the halls, also university, we have UH, we have Mitchell, we have Ruma Sivira, we have the Africa, we have Lumumba, we have May Stewart. Yes, whatever it is. People who are sleeping inside, the freshers received 92,000. It was 92 hours, received 92,000. Those are the freshers. Then the continuing students who are sleeping inside the school received 32, not 320,000. So, Mr. President, sir, come to people who are sleeping outside the halls. People received less money that cannot even accommodate them to pay the rent to the halls, the hostels they are supposed to sleep in. They are sleeping there, but they have nothing to eat. Because also received 450,000 that they are paying for rent, 350, so they end up remaining with 100,000. Now the service is ending to that, but money has not been added to us. So you feel that somebody is going to the roads. You have the guy called Matene, he's taking our things. We have put our laptops there so that we can get food to survive. My laptop was taken because I had nothing to eat. I had to give Marlene the loan, so my security here to give me the money. I expect money the next month, as they expected, as they promised us, but didn't receive the money. All my shoes have been taken. I took my shoes to my guy in UH, so that I'll give him money I can get because I was demanding me. But why all that? Because of the government we have in the university. They're not caring about us, they're caring on themselves. The first week we went to the Senate to negotiate with the RD or to negotiate with the pastor. We ended up negotiating with the officers. All I wanted that the officers, all the staff members of Makere University, not really, but we ended up negotiating with the officers. And again, we didn't get a chance of seeing the pastor, no the D, or the Nawangwe, the VC. Why are they hiding? If what are doing is very true. So, all this but we are unhappy of what is taking place in our university. And Mr. President, sir, I thank you for the great work you've done. Me personally, I like you so much. Why you guys like you going? You get it? So, because of anger, even yesterday, Otule stand up, my brother. That senior comrade done about me yesterday. Had no supper. Is that about for me? So you end up being a burden to senior comrades, which is bad as a government student. We worked hard, you slept, we had president sleeps, reading books, because all my sisters and brothers went to Makere University. A lot they told us about Makere University. But Makere is starting to become a kindergarten. Things are not moving the way they told us, because all I was studying so that I can reach at the high skill of integrity. But what is there? They are doing this service. We are many, we have over 5,000 people, but because of papers and fixed schedules, 5,000. We are over. Yes, they can't hear all of us. So, a lot we are supposed to be here, but because of schedules, papers and tests, our senior comrades are still there. And I also recall to whoever that is listed in my face, you should also support us. We are requesting for your donations. In whatever hand to pass through, as long as we can a guarantee market area. A guarantee common market area in the university. Thank you, sir.
Let us have the former minister, right? A minister in government. The current government. Sorry. She's the minister in charge. They are the people in power. Where is their money?
Praise God. Our President, the Secretary General, good afternoon to all of us who are here. I'm called Doreen Ainembabas, and I'm serving as the current Minister for Production, Employment, Environment and Estates at Macquarie University. I'm here to put out a cry to the government students. Members, we are hungry. We are very hungry. So ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, we Macquarie students, we are very hungry. And I want to say that we've been pushed onto the wall since the semester began. We have been adequately given onto our allowances. This is not really working onto us, the government students. Now, this cry that we are putting out, we are calling upon organizations there, people there, to come and hear out our cry. I want to take this opportunity to thank Mr. President for hearing out our cry. We don't take it for granted. Not all have been given the opportunity. Yeah, I want to go back into the statistics of how much we've been receiving since the semester began for those students that stay inside or outside. But I want to say that we need your help and to call upon the government to do its part. We are tired of empty promises. They're promising here and there. We are tired. I want to end this communication by saying thank you so much for the chance that you given to us to put out our grievances, and thank you for hearing us. Thank you for providing to us. We are very grateful.
All those words are of a minister in Makerere University. So it means that that is how truthful it is. The students of Makerere are angry and angered for not fulfilling the obligations of government. But don't you worry, I know it may be after you have left, but we are sure in the government of the National Unity Platform, things will always be moving in the trajectory that we desire, all of us. Let me invite, come and say something, Doctor.
Mr. President, the Secretary General, our leaders and students, good afternoon to you all. I understand you're very hungry and I'm not going to take a lot of your time. People power! Power. People power! Power. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you as a former guild president of the Ivory Tower, the magnificent Makerere University. And I'm not new to the challenges that you expressed today. I was personally a government student. So I have gone through such times, and I want to tell you that there is a time we even striked at night because our recess allowances had not come through. So you're not the first, but I just hope that maybe you're the last. I want to remind you that during the time of the bad Idi Amin, all students that went to Makerere studied for free. They didn't pay money. They were given food. They were given allowances. They were given books in the library. But during the good times of the current regime, that is compared to the regime of the Amins, we have what we have here today. Am I communicating? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to assure you that we are with you. We support you as former leaders. We stand with you. We understand your cry, and I want in a special way to appreciate our party for coming through to help the distressed Makerere students. Because having to read, having to use your brain, I think the brain uses the most amount of glucose, but I really wonder if you're really passing those tests. I really wonder if you're, please let us remain in line. And I know that we are very hungry, and I want to send out a message to the people that are in charge. If someone is expected to receive 700 plus thousand or 500 something, why would you give them 92,000? There is a belief that the office in charge could be using that money maybe to first make something, then they will give you the profits. And we know these things, we know who is in charge of these things. You know the boss's office, and we support you. That money is there. They have the money. If they can give musicians billions of money, why shouldn't they give the future of this country the money that they deserve to give? Ladies and gentlemen, we are with you. We support you. Please continue to fight. Do not stop fighting. We have been threatened. I know that the DPC called some of you this morning, and that's why you're not here. But wherever you are, we stand with you. Mr. DPC, these are your children that you want to survive on hungry stomachs, yet they studied to make it to the university on government scholarship. And they were promised things. We have a contractual agreement with the people that admitted you to the university. They're supposed to provide these things for you. So we stand with you, we support you, continue to fight. The little support that is provided here, I do believe that it can do something, but do not relent. Continue to fight. Your money is there. Someone is sitting it. And the more you press, they are going to release that money. People power, our power. Thank you very much.
Indeed, you are a true former leader. You still have it on your fingertips. Let us invite, I think these three can come at once. Mr. Otuke Isaac, our NUP. Otule. Yes, Mr. Otule. Mr. Wandukwa Simon, and then Mr. Churchill. Just he'll be the highlight.
People power, a food, a winning, a losing Z, hunger Z, administration Z. Hello, the president, the legitimate president of Uganda, our dear Secretary General, the party leadership, student leaders, and everyone around. We welcome you to this place. But before I take this opportunity, as one of the leaders of the NUP interim chapter, to thank our dear president for having listened to our cry. The day we came here to write, very many students were crying in Makerere University over hunger. We had nothing to do. We helped those we could, but we couldn't help everyone. We wrote to the president, he welcomed us. We talked to him, and he said he will give some help to the few, and that's what he has done. Mr. President, I'm here to inform you that back in the days, being on government was a pleasure. It was something that everyone wished to be. But today, to the constituents of Makerere, it has become a disgrace. If they're on government, they don't give them their allowances. Even parents are well convinced that the government is giving them money, so they don't give them upkeep. Today as I speak, people are starving. But I want to assure Mr. President, this is very unfortunate. We don't wish to see our fellow students starving to death. We don't wish to see them committing suicide. Because when you add anger to examination stress, it equals to death. And yet we are going for our examinations. Mr. President, the day we left here, the DPC of Wandegea, Afande Hassan, called all the Mugosa leaders who came here. He told them, we are going to arrest you, we are going to suspend you. And very many of them got intimidated. He just said that because they're mobilizing for people to come and get food. But I want to assure Mr. DPC, we are ready to die of bullets, but we shall not die of hunger. Back to my fellow students. These are the times that we need to stand as the youths of this country. These are the times that we need to know that everything concerns us. When we had the fees policy. Some government students were like, I don't pay tuition. The government pays for me. Side away. Today we're on government. Today's nation is on the government side. Very many private students are like, it's not about me. But I want to assure you, everyone will test on the pain, on the tears of this government. I want to assure you. This is the time that we need to stand. That we need to revive the Makerere that existed. That when one student missed an examination, all the rest never did that examination. But I want to assure you, even me speaking, I missed an examination over tuition. Just because we have lost it. Where have we gone wrong? Why don't we have those solid leaders, the current aspirants? Where did the market leadership go? Where did the revolutionaries go? Where did the Muslims of today? It's time that we need to stand as Makererians and put up a change. And I may have a lot to say, but due to time, thanks very much for listening to me.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wandukwa Simon. I am a third-year law student and I am a hungry Makererian. Very hungry and very angry. Mr. President, in 2017, the administration of Makerere removed food from halls of residence. Amidst the strong opposition from the Education Committee of Parliament, and they scrapped off that privilege of food. And from that time, students are dying in their small rooms in Chukumi, and in halls of residence. Students are surviving on cassava and water, and yet they're supposed to be in classes, concentrated and reading. The Nawangwe administration and its policies do not have any empathy on students. All they want is to reduce a university to a go to class and back to your room.